today's video, I'm going to share with you guys the 3 truths you need to know about dropshipping in 2023. So if you're somebody that has no experience with e-commerce, you're trying to look into the dropshipping space, or if you're somebody that already has dropshipping experience, you're a dropshipping veteran, but you haven't found the success that you're looking for, you're still struggling, then this video is going to be perfect for you. My name is Marcus Lam. I'm from New York City. I'm an e-commerce entrepreneur, and I've been doing e-commerce for the last 5 years. I've scaled stores to over 100,000, 200,000, networked with high-level e-commerce owners, and all of them come down to kind of the same truths that I'm going to share with you guys today. Understanding these is definitely going to give you value more than not, and so I highly urge you guys to go check out today's video. If not, go ahead and scroll through TikTok and just waste your life on the algorithm. With that being said, I hope you guys find value in today's video. Let's go. Here are the 3 truths you need to know if you're looking to start dropshipping in 2023. So the first truth that you should be aware of is that dropshipping is simple, but it is not easy. Don't think for 1 second that it's super easy. You're just gonna come in and you're gonna find a product from China and you're gonna be able to sell it and make millions of dollars. Like, it's not that simple. And if you really think that building a 6, 7, 8-figure empire was that simple, like, you're not thinking hard enough. But for those that are new to dropshipping and you guys don't know what dropshipping necessarily is, the business model of dropshipping has been here since the test of time. So dropshipping is essentially what? You're finding a product for a lower value and then you're able to sell it to the market for a higher value. So how do you do that? Well, number one thing is you're gonna go and find a supplier. You have to find the product. Product is king, right? You ever heard that phrase before? Product is really king because what you have to sell to somebody is ultimately how you're gonna really think about the marketing, building out the team. Like, it all comes back down to your product first. If you guys follow Alex Hormozi, you know that his first book was $100 million offers, how to build a offer so good that's hard for people to say no. Well, the reason is because you need a good product in order to have good marketing and good team infrastructure, good accounting. Like, it all comes back down to what are you selling first? Does what you sell have demand? And ultimately, can you get that product for a lower price point and sell it at a higher price point? So the idea of dropshipping has always been here, right? Many people think, oh, dropshipping is a scam. You find products from China and then you just try to sell it to people and you're trying to make a quick buck. Yes and no, because that is one business model of dropshipping that I highly do not recommend. That is known as low ticket dropshipping. That's, you know, the old traditional model back in like 2015, 2016. You go to AliExpress, you find a product that is yay cheap and you try to sell it for a lot higher. You test, and that model is just outdated. And if you're somebody that is still doing that, I feel sorry for you because I've been there and I have scaled products to the moon, 180,000, 200,000. And it all backfired on me because why? I was selling products from China. I wasn't building the right infrastructure. And there's just more to dropshipping that you need to know. So the idea of dropshipping is simple, but don't think for 1 second it's easy. If you want to build something that's going to be able to change your life, to grant you that financial location and all the freedoms that you're looking for, it is not going to be easy. But the model of dropshipping is very simple. Find a product that you could get for a low price point, sell it to people that want to buy it for you at a higher price point, and make the money in between. How you do that is going to be up to you, my friend. The second truth you should know about dropshipping in 2023 is that dropshipping is actually not a sales game. It's not a sales business, or at least that's from my experience, right? After 5 years of doing e-commerce, after 5 years of going through the trenches of understanding the dropshipping model, that I realized that I focused so much of my attention towards making or building my business sales that I've neglected the realities of a business, the infrastructure. And you need to understand that there's a lot more to dropshipping than just making sales. How do you communicate with the customers? How do you communicate with your vendors, your suppliers? How do you maintain your ad spend, marketing? There's so many different layers. But as I'm tackling on to building out the right infrastructure, the right systems, I have now realized that dropshipping is not a sales business. Dropshipping is a customer support business. And so if you're able to master customer support in the dropshipping space, well, now you, my friend, have solved a really good problem and you have lots of money to be made that's put onto this table if you're able to solve this problem. So what am I trying to say? I say all this to say that the biggest problem in the dropshipping space is customer support. But if you were to really think back on why there's such a huge challenge on the customer support, you have to go back to what I said in the very beginning of this video, which is the number one truth: your product. What are you selling? How long does it take for your product to get to your customers? How are you handling fulfillment? What are you doing to get these customers to come as leads to buy from you? If you guys don't know what a lead is somebody that is interested in your product or service. So my point is, if you can solve the customer support problem, then you have solved a industry problem. So for me to solve this customer support problem, I had to go back to number one of really digressing and figuring out, what am I selling? So a fun fact about me actually is, a few years ago, I found a winning product, like most gurus like to say on the dropshipping space. I found a winning product and I had a supplier. I was so good that instead of using AliExpress, I was actually using eBay as my fulfillment center. Found a good supplier, found a product that was killing it, and I actually shot it to the moon, 180,000, 200,000, 250,000, months after months. And I was on top of the world, my friend. And that is why I share this with you, because once I made all that money, I lost it all and more. I went into freaking debt, and I've had to really pivot, learn high ticket dropshipping, and not even just learn it, I had to excel in this industry, or else I was going into debt, and what else was I supposed to do, right? So my point is, I'm making today's video also because I want to share with you guys the lessons and the tribulations that I went through, so that you don't have to go through the massive headaches, the heartaches, the debt storms, and everything in between. So just take my message today with a grain of salt. Everything that I say is coming from my personal experience. And so from my experience, once I scaled it to 180,000, 200,000, I found the realities of the business, which was I had terrible customer support. I was outsourcing it for $4 to, another country. And even though we still have similar systems today, I've refined it so much more, and I've really worked on my vendors and suppliers. I really make sure that I take my time out of my day to source through right vendors. So instead of using China suppliers, I use United States suppliers. And instead of using Facebook ads, where I'm relying on trends and market demands, I'm using Google ads because I'm relying on consistency. Why is Google ads consistency? I don't want to go too in depth in the marketing lesson, but pretty much Facebook ads is cold audience and Google ads is warm audience. Cold audience basically means me going out to pitch to you, trying to kind of get you to buy something from me as like a cold traffic, whereas a warm traffic audience is somebody that's already interested in a product. For example, if you're looking to buy a Samsung TV and you go on Google and you search Samsung TV and the listings show up, well then you're somebody that is coming to a certain person to buy that item. So my point is, Facebook is cold traffic, Google is warm traffic, and so I leverage Google ads and I leverage United States suppliers to find my success in the high ticket dropshipping space. Of course, there's a lot more to it, but my epiphany moment, my aha moment was when I realized, oh wait, if I could solve the customer support aspect for my customers, well then now I just have to really focus on marketing and building out a team to manage this business. And that is the problem we're solving. If we go back to Business 101, what is a business? A business is an entity that solves a problem. So I've always wondered, what type of problem does dropshipping solve? Because I've been doing it for like 5 years, and well, frankly, what problem am I solving? I'm not creating a product, but my point is, oh, wait, dropshipping is for customer support. And that is when I just realized, if I could solve the customer support problems, then I will have a really long-term infrastructure that I could depend on. So in order for you to handle or figure out customer support, you really have to think back, how do you mitigate the amount of tickets coming in? So that is why I chose high ticket dropshipping, guys. If you guys don't know what high ticket dropshipping is essentially, instead of selling a product for like $50 or even $100, I'll find products for $1,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000. I've seen people sell $50 or $100,000 items, and it's absolutely insane, but this is the realities of it, right, guys? If you're gonna sell a product for $10 or $50, then you might as well try to sell a product for $1,000 or $5,000, because the psychology is pretty much the same. You're switching up the ad platforms, you're switching up the model a little bit, but because now instead of handling like 5,000 tickets a month, I just have to handle like 50 to 100 tickets a month, which is a lot more sustainable because now I take care of each client. I have a business that's actually solving people's problems, and it's just been a freaking blast learning as well. So hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, customer support is everything, not just in dropshipping, it's in e-commerce in general and business in general. If you could give the best customer support to your customers, then you will win. How do you think Amazon is doing it, right? But let's be real, Amazon's Amazon. It's gonna be very hard to compete against that at scale. And so what I actually did was I pivoted, instead of low items, like low price point items, I'll sell high price point items. And so now instead of tons of tickets, I have lower tickets. And so the pros outweigh the cons any day, which is why I pivoted to high ticket. And then there's just so much more that I want to share with you guys in regards to it. If you guys want to learn more about high ticket dropshipping, check out the links that I have down below. I have a private Facebook group for free so you guys could learn more and get more value if you guys want to get into a VIP membership program. I also have it, so check out the links down below. Third truth about dropshipping. I need you guys to understand this, all right? Dropshipping is competitive, and I mean competitive. Think about it. There are trillions of people on this earth, and there are millions, if not billions of people that use the internet every single day. Just like how you could kind of come in and learn how to find products, learn how to drop ship and do all of this stuff, so can somebody else. And so the barrier of entry is a lot lower. The cool thing is that a lot of people don't know what high ticket dropshipping is, and a lot of people don't want to go in depth to learn it yet. And so there is a blue ocean market into it. The thing with blue ocean and red ocean, if you guys don't even know what that is, blue ocean basically means it's an evergreen market so that you can kind of go in and always get opportunities. Red market is when it's bloody, it's competitive. And so I say all this to say that dropshipping is hyper competitive because anybody could do it. And so because anybody could do it, is highly competitive. The cool thing is that within the dropshipping industry, there is a red ocean inside the low ticket, meaning everybody just goes and tries to find a product from China, uses Facebook ads, and then private labels and try to build a brand and sell it. But I don't know, it's just not how I like to approach business. I went with the blue ocean strategy. I use Google ads instead of Facebook. I use high ticket instead of low ticket. And I have my own systems that I have automated so that in the future I could step away and I could sell it as an asset. Dropshipping in itself is very competitive. Even if you were to go into the high ticket dropshipping space, it is still competitive because anybody could come in and anybody could do it. So what's gonna make you different is gonna be the level of customer support that you use with your clients. So my way of finding success with high ticket dropshipping or dropshipping in general was the customer support, because I realized that the best form of marketing in today's world, let me ask you, let me pause this video and think, all right? What is the best form of advertising? Is it Facebook ads? Is it Google ads? Is it TikTok ads? Is it Pinterest ads, Snapchat ads? What is the best form of advertisement for your business? I'll wait.
A few moments later.
All right, so the answer to my question is actually word of mouth marketing. Having a product or service that's so good that your customers refer their friends, their family, and just have a good rep with your brand is what's gonna make you be able to build something long term. So many people in the dropshipping space are just about these facets or these fads, these trends. I like consistency. I like good customer relationships. And so when I realize that when I go above and beyond for my customers, because now I don't have like 5,000 tickets to handle at once, I have about like 50 tickets to 100 tickets a month to handle. And because I'm fulfilling or giving such a good customer support to my customers, they actually refer friends, they refer other people, and ultimately they come back to buy repeat business, because e-commerce is a recurring, or it's a business where you want to think about your customer's lifetime value. You want to think about your customer's lifetime value. And so many people don't understand that it's not just about that first sale when you get it for your customers. If you kind of propel to business that way, you're always going to be chasing for the customer. You're always going to be chasing to get somebody to buy from you. Why not liquidate the customer once they do come in the door? So what I mean by that is actually squeezing as much customer lifetime value as you possibly can for your business. And the best way you do that is by providing good products that people want to buy, providing excellent and unforgettable customer support so that they could come back to you. Word of mouth, referrals, and repeat customer purchases is what's gonna make or break your business. So let me just sum that up for you guys, and hopefully I didn't lose you guys, all right? Look, most people in the e-commerce space or dropshipping space focus so much on the ads and focus so much on making the sales numbers on the front end of your business. But what I've come to realize is that if you perfect your back end, if you perfect your emails, your order fulfillment, your customer support, giving your customers the best possible experience, well, then that back end meat that you don't see on a day-to-day basis, but you will see over time, is actually gonna supersede the money coming in on the front end, the cost that you're spending to acquire customers on the front end. It's actually gonna go and fuel in the back end. And if you guys are confused, I sincerely apologize. I'm doing my best. If you guys are confused or you guys don't understand, make sure you guys find me in my weekly membership program so you guys can ask all of the questions possible. And with that being said, Lamb Fam, thank you so much for your time. To the next future entrepreneur, You got this. Stay hard, go hard. Check out my channel because I'm gonna go and give the best value I possibly can so that you could change your life. Many people could actually have the tactics and the blueprint itself, but it's not just the tactic or the secret ad strategy to turn your life. It's building the business disciplines, the business motivations, the infrastructure, and all of that in between, and mixing it with the tactics to find the balance. And so my goal in this channel is to inspire the next generation of entrepreneurs in the e-commerce dropshipping space, to show you guys that it's possible in the dropshipping space. It's not just China suppliers, it's not just AliExpress. It could be good customer support, high ticket suppliers, and you can actually build an income from it. So make sure if you guys find value in today's video, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell.